Welcome to Business Connection. I'm Liz Spencer. We have a wonderful guest in studio today. It's Gaziev. She's a certified family health coach and child psychiatrist. Welcome.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here today.
Tell me, what is a family health coach?
Today every mom understands how important is healthy eating and exercising, but sometimes she asks herself, like, how should I feed my picky eater, or how I can get entire family to eat healthier? And sometimes the budget is the point in this case, you know. And so my job as a family health coach to help those families to learn how easy and important to be healthy and educate both parents and children to eat healthy and show them that it's not really hard and the budget is not the key.
That's excellent. Why is it so important to start early?
It is important because food preferences develop early in life, and healthy eating habits more likely stay with you all life if you learn them while you are a child. This is the first thing. The second thing is that today, because of parents' busy schedules, their kids' diet involves a lot of convenience, and the takeout foods they can be unhealthy, you know, and have a bad and can be negative for their health. So that is important to understand that some problems that unhealthy eating causes can continue into your adulthood, and so they can even become lifelong diseases such as diabetes, ADHD, obesity, and heart diseases. So that is very important to understand for parents.
It is. I think oftentimes we don't realize that. We think we'll outgrow that bad food somehow, you know, that we'll somehow get better when we're an adult. Talk to me a little bit about how food and connections to obesity, diabetes, and ADHD, how that better nutrition will help that.
Oh, you know, there is a direct link between those two, between nutrition and all these diseases. Let's say because many families, and I would say most of the families who has children diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, they even do not imagine how huge impact nutrition plays in managing of this disease, you know. And just imagine that all these growing brains, I mean children's brain, uses almost 50% of the nutritional energy consumed from the food. Just for comparing, adults' brain uses only 25%. And for better or worse, it's really important to understand that what the children eat, that means how they act, learn, you know, and so.
How does this get started? So if
I work primarily one-on-one with my clients. It could be online or in person. Sometimes I do have workshops with group, and sometimes some organizations and companies can hire me to do workshop for their group. So it could be different.
And how long does this relationship last?
It's depends on the family, because and especially the kids they have. Let's say I have typically I have a 5-week package, so we meet every week, once a week, and we discuss dietary and lifestyle changes that can help them to improve their mood and behavior and enhance education performance of their children. And also we talk about how to avoid this eating
junk food and whatnot.
Yeah, how to avoid this, and therefore how to avoid these diseases, that they causes. So it really depends on the family, especially if they have children that goes to school, and they have peers, friends. They always ask, let's join us to drink a Coke, a chips. So you never know. And moms, they faced with new problems and concerns, so they can return to me, and so I'm always happy to schedule one more session to discuss new problems and how to deal with it.
Do you often have the whole family there when you're doing a consultation, or is it just the mom and dad?
It depends on family how they want to do this, because sometimes it is easy to understand and to bring it to life, and it doesn't take all changes doesn't take all changes take a time, and sometimes it's really very important to show children how you cook, what you're going to put on their plate, so they will trust you that everything is good, they can eat. Because if children realize that they have something hidden in their food, so they will never trust you again, and you will grow more picky eater,
Right, and speaking of the picky eater, how do you work with that picky eater? How do you get them to eat those veggies? What are
I have some sneaky secrets, sometimes, because when you cook, you can hide something. Let's say you make pancakes, you can hide something there, like just don't tell children that you hide.
Well, right, because it will get hidden in that pancake, or sometimes, and those are the types of tips that parents really can use.
Yes, it's one of the tips. The other tips can be, it's always to make it like a game, like I never tell, and you don't have to name this food like, oh, it's healthy, it's carrot, you will, your eyes will look better, You should just play, oh, let's crunch, who's gonna make more noise, You should play with kids, it's always interesting him. And also, the main thing is to be an example for your children. I mean, it is much more powerful than any amount of talking about nutrition.
Right.
So you just sit on the table and eat the same food like your kids, and because kids usually eat the way you do.
Right. Well, I think it's important for parents to role model. You're right. They will absolutely follow what you do. How does a parent get started or connected with you?
Yes, I have a website, so we have a form there. You just simply fill it out. After that, we schedule a 30-40 free initial call. And after that, we know each other, we can get started.
That's awesome. Thanks so much for what you're doing. It's so important, so important to get better nutrition.
Thank you for having me today, Elizabeth. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We're going to be right back with more Business Connections. Stay tuned.